Dare, dream, do. One man's passionate desire to inspire young people to realize their dreams and strive to reach their greatest potential.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bernard Harris. When I was your age, I wanted to be an astronaut. I had some that tried to discourage me. I chose to believe in those who believed in me.
Defining himself as a dreamer who believes nothing is impossible, Dr. Harris uses the Harris Foundation to encourage America's youth. Because he credits his personal achievements to self-empowerment and self-determination, he uses the foundation to inspire young people to follow their dreams.
I came from a broken home and dealt with a lot of issues growing up. My mom and dad divorced when I was 6 years old. But I remember when we left, my mother had packed up all the bags. We came home from school and she says, we're going to your grandmother's, not knowing that it really meant that she was separating from my dad. And I remember climbing on that Greyhound bus and traveling from Houston to Temple, Texas. My brother and I were sitting next to each other, and I was sitting next to the window. What I saw in the distance was kind of amazing. It was a full moon, and with the trees going by. And I wondered, what sort of future was I going to have?
On April 26, 1993, Dr. Harris achieved his childhood dream when the Space Shuttle Columbia lifted off from Cape Canaveral as part of the STS-55 crew. As a mission specialist, he conducted many medical experiments over the 10-day mission. It was February 9, 1995, when Dr. Harris made history during his second trip to space as payload commander of STS-63 by becoming the first African American to make a spacewalk. During his tenure with NASA, Dr. Harris logged 438 hours and traveled more than 7.2 million miles in space. Today, Dr. Harris is a licensed private pilot, accomplished NASA astronaut, physician, successful businessman, husband, father, and friend. His drive for achievement is only topped by his passion to help young people follow in his footsteps.
As I got out there in the community, I realized that there were a lot of things that were lacking there, particularly in the education process. I saw the impact that having an astronaut, and particularly an African-American astronaut, to go into the inner city and say, I'm here, I fly in space, and to see the kids' eyes just brighten up. I was naturally drawn to this as a mission, as a vision. When I go and talk to young people, particularly the kids in the inner city, we have a shared background. We're kindred spirits when they hear my story, and I can say, I've been where you are. And let me tell you that there is a way out, and the way out is education.
Dr. Harris currently serves as president of the Harris Foundation, a nonprofit organization he founded in 1998 to develop mathematics, science education, and crime prevention programs for America's youth. The Harris Foundation consists of the Dare to Dream program, the ExxonMobil Bernard Harris Summer Science Camp, and the Dream Tour.
What can we do to prevent young people from getting in trouble? How can we keep them out of the detention center? And of course, working with children at as early age as possible is what has to be done.
Established in 1995, the Dare to Dream program is a 9-month elementary school-based program that boosts self-esteem in children by providing them access to positive role models. A partnership between the Harris County Juvenile Probation Department, communities in schools, and the Harris Foundation, the Dare to Dream program uses interactive math and science curriculums as well as career discussions with astronauts and other professionals, including personal visits from Dr. Harris himself, who distributes his personal credo, the ABCs, which stands for I can achieve, if I believe, and conceive my dream. Students learn about respect, responsibility, and career opportunities.
It's such a plus. I've been to a number of the programs, and it's really endearing to see these kids get involved and the schools being involved and getting them to realize that there's better choices and there are things out there for them other than delinquency.
If it weren't for programs like Dare to Dream, many of our students would never leave their neighborhoods. They wouldn't have the ability to see life beyond the boundaries. It's hard to dream big when you live small.
The schools have certain things that they have to measure, and so there's going to be the testings and those type of things, but the influence and resources, the more involved you have professionals in school, more parental involvement, I think the more positive results we'll see.
The ExxonMobil Bernard Harris Summer Science Camp is strategically positioned at more than 25 college campuses across the U.S. The program is comprised of a core curriculum based on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, education through individual counseling and consultation, and physical activities. The camp experience is based on guiding principles that challenge critical thinking, decision-making, team building, and self-confidence. The camp is designed to support historically underserved and underrepresented students with limited opportunities.
The programs that you see in the summer for students typically are for elementary or they're for high school. The students in the middle, you don't see a lot of programs, and so I was really excited about the focus on mathematics and science and the focus on students that age.
The camps are facilitated by faculty at each university. Classes are taught by university faculty and secondary teachers. In addition, college and university students are utilized as senior camp counselors. The camps are held during the summer months. Each camp is held over a 2-week period. Students live in dormitories, on campuses, and best of all, students attend the camp at absolutely no cost. It's practical, real-world experience in a wholesome environment that nurtures social and educational development. The Dream Tour, a motivational program where Dr. Harris uses his own personal testimony to encourage America's middle school students to find and achieve their dreams. The program encourages access to strong science and mathematics programs in schools, improved teacher training in STEM subjects, and increased access to advanced placement courses for their students.
I thought this was an absolutely outstanding presentation. He energized the kids. He got them to begin to dream of themselves as being something perhaps more than what they thought of before. And that's really the purpose of the tour, is to open the minds and eyes of young people to the possibilities of the future.
The Harris Foundation is a nonprofit organization. Individuals and corporate donations are always appreciated. To make a tax-deductible contribution, please send a check or money order payable to the Harris Foundation. We thank you in advance for your generous support of the Harris Foundation.